everybody. Guess what? It's Thursday again, and I get to celebrate with you here on a couple of different platforms going live. And I am sharing, let me make sure I get it turned the right way, the 52 lists of happiness. And it has been so much fun sharing these 52 lists and hearing your comments both in person and online. And I hope you're having fun exploring what it is to create a list and make sure that it's focused on happiness is the best part for me. We're covering list 3 today. I'm going to read the definition of the list. It is list the things that you're really good at. And who doesn't like to list that? Sometimes you need that ego boost to say, hey, I do a few things well, and other things I do exceptionally. And the best part is when those things all come together and you have the intersection of what you practice to get better at and what naturally comes to you to call it your own. And the world is full of all kinds of experiences and life lessons and opinions. And I have found that it is fun to share all of those things because you may not be good at something, but someone else is, and maybe you can delegate something. That, I think, is the hardest life lesson as an entrepreneur and business owner, is to learn what you can and can't delegate, and that you understand how to make sure that the person you're delegating to understands what you're asking of them, that you're communicating that clearly with the person that you're delegating to. So think about the things that you're really good at and try to get rid of the rest, because it's not worth the struggle sometimes if you can hand something off to someone. So I thought it would be fun to share some of the things that I'm good at, and maybe it'll inspire your list. So either as you're watching this, broadcast, you might be making a list of your own, of the things that you're good at. So you get that ego booster for things that you're good at and realize that it's more than one thing. Good grief. I hope it's more than one thing. So here's a couple of things that I feel that I'm good at. I can type. Otherwise, I might not have my job for very long because a lot of my communication is done via email. So I don't interrupt my clients during their busy days here at the Concierge Office Suites. I can encourage people, like I'm encouraging you, to create your list number 3 of things that you're really good at. I love to inspire people and to see them light up when they go, wow, I hadn't thought about it that way. I also feel like I'm a great host. I love to plan events. I love to host events. I love to have family and friends over when I have a chance to put all the pieces in place to spoil you rotten if you're my guest. I love organizing things and having things organized. I wouldn't say I'm OCD about it because I'm trying not to stress myself out over something if it doesn't go just perfectly or the way I anticipate it to, but I sure do shoot to make that possible. I can say that I'm good at being methodical, and I love to plan things so I can make things happen. And sometimes willy-nilly works great, but it sure can be stressful. So I love to plan things so I can, I guess, mitigate the surprises. I feel like I'm good at marketing and speaking in front of groups and being on the camera and sharing my thoughts for the day because it is just my point of view. I love to cook and I love to eat wonderful food that is exceptionally made. I have some girlfriends that I travel with in one of the associations I belong to, eWomen Network. And when we get together, we love to throw down some good food. In fact, one of the conferences that we went to in a hotel in California, we ate all the bacon that there was in this hotel because the bacon was so exceptional and they had to get more because we love the bacon so much. So just saying, there's a weakness for some of us in this group. I love planning trips and I love traveling and I feel like I'm good at it. I don't like adventure travel. I like slow, relaxing, seeing beautiful things travel. I love pedaling my stationary bike, going nowhere as fast as I possibly can. For right now, it's at 30 minutes is my goal to do that 5 days a week. This week, everything has been blown out of the water. So I'm giving myself a little grace on that. And hey, life is short. You can only do so much. So here we go. And my last thing on my list, number 3, is I'm good at caring for others, or at least I think I am. Maybe I need to ask them if they feel cared for. But I do try to make sure that you feel cared for. So that's my list, number 3 of my 52 lists for happiness by Moorea. And I hope that you get this book and create your list just to be a confidence builder, to remind you that the world is not all doom and gloom, contrary to what might be out there on the news, that there are people experiencing some level of happiness in their life. And I hope that I've brought some happiness to yours today. So have a great day. I certainly have work to make mine a great day. And hey, I guess I'll see you next week. Have fun out there and know that when you're struggling with something, that I'm thinking about you and I'm your biggest cheerleader to make it through to the end, as long as you're doing something good for someone else. So, hey, here's a little happiness into creating your list, number 3, with a few items that make you happy and that come to you naturally. Have a great one.